You know, it's just amazing. The people that we find year after year that make the championships are the ones that, you know, like you'd expect, they're the hardest workers. They're the ones who tend to get the best grades. They're the ones who put in the extra effort, you know, and they're the ones that you can count on as a coach to help with little things, packing the van, being on time, you know, those are the things. And it's just, it goes back to them as people and what kind of life they lead. And so I'm just so thrilled for the four that we have going. I mean, they're good skiers, of course. They're good students, but they're incredible people. And you know, they're the type of people that you would call if you had an emergency. You know, they're the type of people you trust with your children, and that's what we're really looking for on our team. And so it's no surprise to me that these four, you know, qualify for NCAAs, because that's the type of character they have. You know, individually, I mean, they each have their own strengths and weaknesses, but you know, I don't want to single anybody out as far as, you know, certain things, but just overall, just a great group. I'm just so tickled that we have these four going. You know, get to know the courses, you know, and you know, especially get to know what your body feels like at altitude in the first couple kilometers of a race. Get to know what the start of this race feels like, because they all start the same. You know, they all go out of the same start gate and they all go up the same first hill. So we really wanted them to understand, you know, what it means to race at Soldier Hollow. And the courses will change. You know, we're in a situation where they don't have the natural snow that they need to be on the full course that they want to be on. So we're going to be on an abbreviated course with man-made snow, but you know, it's still the same place. Soldier Hollow is still the same place, still the same hills that they're going to go up. So it's really important for them or it was important for them to focus on that, you know, last year and then earlier, you know, a couple months ago going into this. You know, the experts say 24 to 36 hours per 1,000 feet of difference from where you start, you know. So we're giving ourselves enough time to get down there and acclimate, and that's what we did at U.S. Nationals, and we had some pretty good results down there because of it. Certainly, if we see something with technique, for example, I mean, Christina worked a little more with Nichole the other day on some technique stuff that we wanted to smooth out. And sometimes it's just, like you said, it's just a matter of standing back and making sure they don't stub their toes. You know, we offer guidance at this point in time, but, you know, they made the NCAAs for a reason. They're really good, and they understand what it takes to race fast. So certainly we offer our advice and guidance, and especially about training, like what to do and what not to do, and you know, come up with a plan. And but you know, it's you know, these young people, I mean, they got here for a reason. It wasn't an accident, and so they know how to plan things out as far as their daily life and their training and their schoolwork and getting enough sleep, and certainly we don't have any business of micromanaging that. They need to take care of that on their own. You know, they're big kids, but you know, and everybody's a little different. You know, some people on the team need a little more guidance and a few more suggestions. Some people, you know, you just want to stand out of their way and let them do their thing, because you're just going to make things worse if you get in the way.
I mean, the goal for this whole year was NCAAs, this final weekend, you know. So, I mean, that's where my head has been for the last few weeks, you know, and I mean, it's kind of been there all year, you know, but now this is what I've been pushing for all year. And so my mindset is, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm stressed, but there's some pressure, you know, but sometimes that I like that, you know, quite a lot. Sometimes when it comes down to the big races, when I need to race fast, then that's what happens, you know. So I'm kind of like, after conferences, knowing that I have the speed in me, and it's kind of like I know I can perform pretty well there, and because I've been focusing on it all year, it's going to be hard not to, you know. So I think that the last 2 weekends of racing in conferences and then at regionals, I mean, show that our guys, I mean, me and Mickey and then Max as well, you know, have really found, you know, really started to taper well and get some speed on top of all of our base training. So I think our training is also making us peak, but it's also your head plays a role, you know. And so when these are the big races of the year and this is what you've all been focusing for, rather than just, you know, another race in the middle of the season, your head does something, you know, and it plays a huge role in making yourself peak. So honestly, in skiing, when the gun goes off, everyone's your enemy. So, yeah, you can, be like, oh, sweet, he's right there with me. But in reality, you want to beat him just as much as the other guy. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool to have your teammates there because you know that, oh, hey, we're both skiing pretty well, but yeah, you want to.
There's no drafting or anything like that.
No, and you'd rather do that off of someone else anyways, so, but yeah, in the end you want to cross the line before they do. So these last 2 NCAAs I've been at, my personal goal has been to be All-American, which is top 10, but for some reason it just hasn't happened. But I know that if I can ski to the best of my ability, that's no problem, So right now my personal goals is obviously All-American in both races, but I think there could be a little bit more there, maybe a top 5, so that's the goal there. Is I'm gonna push for a top 5 in one, but a top 10 in both. So, but we'll see. Soldier Hollow is going to be really hot. It's going to be high, and there's going to be, all of the fast imports from all the Western schools are going to be at their peak as well. So, but I think I know that if I can ski to the best of my ability, then my goals will be accomplished. So
I don't think it helps me a lot more because I had already some experience in Germany with international level. But it's still good to have the experience because it's different to the central region races where only a few good guys are and they're all the good guys. So it's a little bit different and it helps a little bit, but not as much. I think to the altitude is all the time difficult, so that doesn't matter really. To know the course is really good because you know how to go in the race, and I know that you can blow up at the second lap really badly when you go in too fast, so that's the advantage when you never race the course. It's a little bit more difficult, but yeah. Good men's team is really nice to have a full team, you can support each other, testing skis with each other, and Kenny is coming down with us for waxing. They can help us choose our skis, help testing. We have a lot of skis, especially for national or for NCAAs. We take all our skis down, so we want to have the best skis, so we have to test a lot of stuff. It's really nice to talk to them what they think. They can support you, you can support them, so that's really nice. It's really nice for hanging out, doing homework, and support each other. In the ways it's everyone for himself kind of, but it's still good to know that there is someone who can maybe help you. You know when he's coming by, he maybe says, "Come on, go again" or something. So that's nice. But at the end, it's in the ways it doesn't matter. It's only for preparation. The stuff is really nice to have more people there.
I'm looking forward to going into NCAAs. It's kind of nice because I don't really know that much about it, and I'm kind of just going into it as another skiing race, and hopefully it turns out for the better. And yeah, I'm just hoping it goes well for the first time. I feel pretty good. We've been doing intervals for the past couple of days, and I've been feeling pretty much exactly how I've been feeling for the whole season. So I'm hoping it's just going to be the same as everything else that's been going. I really enjoy it. I think UAF was the perfect choice for me, and it's worked out incredibly for me as a freshman, and I'm really excited for the next 3 years and coming back here next year. I definitely just have to have some confidence in myself, and I really like skiing beforehand with Christina, and she really helps with mindset, and she really tells you that you can do it, and Scott does too, and they believe in you, which really helps out on the course, and they're always out there cheering for you and telling you exactly where you are, which is for me the most helpful thing that I can have. I definitely think Scott and Christina are the reason that I've been skiing so fast this year. They've put so much time and effort into me and helping out with things that I do poorly. When I came into the year, I was not a very good strider for classic skiing, and Christina really, every day she was out there helping me on her skis, and I would ski behind her, and she's the reason that my classic technique has gotten to where it is today. I'm really excited. I mean, I love skiing for UAF, and I definitely wish that we had more girls going, but I know in the next coming years we're definitely going to be able to send a full team, and I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope to just go out there and make the girls back here proud and make Scott and Christina proud. I'm really excited. This will be I think it's my 3rd or 4th time skiing at Soldier Hollow, and I love the course out there, and it's such an amazing place to ski, and the support for cross-country skiing out there is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm very excited to go back there and ski one of the courses that I've skied before. So I'm really looking forward to knowing the course already and doing it again.